Is there anything more satisfying than a really good sandwich? This beauty here is a Mexican torta, and we're learning about it from a guy who's got his name on it. Manny, I love your tortas.
Tortas are one of the foods that is really original from Mexico. They're as famous as tacos, but they don't know that much about tortas in the United States.
Tortas is a popular word when it comes to food. In South America and much of Europe, it's a cake or a pie. In parts of the Philippines, it's a type of omelet. In Spain, torta is a flatbread. And of course, in Mexico, it's a sandwich. Manny, what's your secret with your tortas?
What makes a tortas is the Mexican ingredients. Tortas start with the bread, and then avocado, tomato, onions, jalapenos, chipotle mayonnaise. Oh, and beans. Don't forget the beans. That's what makes a Mexican real torta different than different kind of sandwiches.
Tortas date back to the 1800s. Many say it was the French occupation of Mexico that sparked the creation, when Mexican bakers took inspiration from the French baguette to create their own breads. To this day, many Mexican tortas are still made on those classic breads, the soft flat tortilla and the crunchy bolillo, which is similar to a baguette, but shorter.
We're gonna make today the Manny special. And this is the kind of torta that I make for myself because there's like two ingredients that I love. That's beef and pork.
So Manny, what do we need to get ready to make this sandwich?
Let's start for the sauce. Okay. I'm gonna make the chipotle mayonnaise. First, the chipotle. Chipotle is a Mexican pepper in adobo sauce.
What I really love about chipotle is it's a smokiness.
It's a smoky, yeah. All right, so this is one of the elements for the torta. So the next thing, how about the beans? To do the beans, we're gonna throw in a pot, put water on it, and let it cook for like about 2 hours.
So what kind of beans are these?
These are pinto beans. I always use pinto beans. The other ingredient I have to saute some onions.
And we let that cook down?
I will let it cook down, and then we're just gonna throw it in there.
Okay.
And we're just gonna smash the beans.
Okay, so you don't want the beans whole. We'll smash it to make it like a kind of a paste.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and that's remind me. I start cooking because my mom. In the kitchen, I always see him doing this, and I help her in the kitchen since I was a kid. So.
I mean, Manny, you're really working it there.
I know. Yeah. This is my gym.
Yeah.
All right, but it seems like this is kind of done. All right, so you take your bread and put some butter, and then put it on the grill or in a pan. And in this side, the top side, we're gonna spread the beans.
Okay, you put the beans right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We spread the love. So we let it toast it, okay? Make sure it's nice and toast.
So the bean goes right on?
Right there,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Are tortas always warm?
Yes, supposed to be warm. You can eat it cold too, but warm is the best way to eat it.
Tortas can be filled with almost anything. Each region in Mexico gives this dish its own spin. One of the most widely known comes from Guadalajara, the torta ahogada, which is dunked and smothered in salsa. The bread on a pambazo is also dunked in salsa, but the whole torta gets fried before serving. This version, often stuffed with potato and chorizo, is popular in Mexico City. Also popular there, the torta de tamal, which is stuffed with the tamale.
Okay, so you see it gets nice and toasty.
Okay, well that's really cool because it's like soggy when you put it on, but now it's like a crust.
It's a crust.
That's
All
great.
right, so we're gonna cook now the vegetables. Put a little oil, some tomatoes, onions, jalapeno peppers, and mushrooms.
The first thing I'm thinking about while you're doing this is I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's already so much ingredients. Like, how are we gonna put more in there,
Well, we still need to put the meat, so.
This is the exciting part for me.
Yeah. Ham.
I wish people can smell this right now. This is so incredible.
Yeah, isn't that good?
This is very important, right? The structure.
It's very important, the destruction, yeah.
So you lay the ham down almost like a sheet.
It's like a bed, yeah. Like a bed,
Sometimes
and
that's kind of how I want to do my bed, Just lay some ham down on my bed.
And then we're just gonna put some cheese.
Yeah.
Now, I take this part of the bread, and then we're just gonna put some avocados in there. And then my signature. Now, this is the tricky part.
This ham magic carpet ride right here.
Right there, and then you just put it here and like that.
Look at that. That cross section just tells the whole story.
Yeah.
It looks so delicious. Let's eat.
Oh, I'm so excited to eat the Manny special.
I am so excited to eat your special.
We have to have a drink. And that reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to eat this with a Coca-Cola.
Say, this isn't just like any Coca-Cola,
Oh,
right?
no, this is a Mexican Coca-Cola. So are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah?
How do I attack this thing?
Okay, so first you have to peel the paper.
Sometimes I get super hungry and I'll eat the paper.
And cheers.
Cheers,
Salud.
bro. Manny, one of the things that I love about your tortas, and especially the Manny special, is every time you go in for a bite, you get a different flavor. Because of the perfect combination of all the ingredients that you have in there, you know?
Yeah, just simple meal that is so full of a lot of delicious ingredients, you know, and yeah, it bring me memories. When I used to go to school, my mom used to make me tortas for school.
What did she put in it?
Usually ham torta, turkey, steak, but she didn't put like the chipotle mayonnaise. She just put like the chipotle pepper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just like it was more hot. Yeah, I'm so glad that I made this, and you know, people can try it and see, you know, the real Mexican torta. And how to live la vida torta.
Yes. You remind me of right now? Like a Benihana cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teppanyaki?
Teppanyaki Benihana.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to flip it and put it right in your hat. Hey, and throw it in my pocket.